Thank you.
Hi, everybody.
How are you before leaving Beirut?
I'm great. I made the great last stop on the trip for a direct connection up above.
Did Speaker offer you a new proposal?
You know, I'm really not going to talk about that. I'm happy to talk about the Beatitude and the influence that the church has on everything that you're doing, and my visit with Beatitude of light and grace and hope and understanding, which is what all of us need to concentrate on, rather than these brittle lines of what did Speaker Berry say, what did the President say, what did the Prime Minister say, what do your ministers say. It's a time where everybody has to give up something and come together. And I've told you before, I'm hopeful to that effect. It's a complicated problem, which is why I came to a man who's above and beyond all of those territorial boundaries. And I came to him really for advice and counsel, which is what your leaders need to do.
I'm not going to go into details, not at all. But some have spoken of negativity surrounding the negotiations. Yesterday, you were very clear. You spoke of positivity. What is driving the positive tune that you conveyed?
Let me ask you a question. How long has this controversy been going on? How long? So we've been here now at this maybe 4 weeks. So it's not an event, it's a process. And I think everybody's trying as best they can. It's complicated. It's complicated for your leaders. It's complicated for everybody. So I'm hopeful as dialogue continues. As long as we keep adjusting and trying, I understand the difficulties. And as I told you, America, my boss, the president, has a real vested interest in making you successful. And everybody loves Lebanese, right? I mean, we start with that. So the complication of the zip code that we're in is just a process. It's not an event. So I don't take wins or losses on a daily basis. It takes all of us adjusting, and that's what's happening. So we're not going to get a day in which we say, wow, we have a single solution to the problem, because we have a lot of people who are involved in this that aren't here. If all of us could say, let's figure it out, we do it, right? We could do it in an afternoon. But a lot of people who are very integral at the solution are not at this table.
What is next to it?
A continuation of adjusting the issues and a continuation of dialogue to those who are not at the table.
So you will come back to Beirut?
Absolutely. Can't keep me away.
Okay, did Speaker Berry offered you any new proposal concerning Hezbollah that we can build on it?
Yes, I mean, Speaker Berry is doing the best he can at articulating the very complicated issues in the South with Hezbollah, with the Shias, with them all, and he's doing the best he can. And remember, we have counterparts that are very...
Is it enough?
Is it enough for who? You have to decide if it's enough. It's a process. It's a process. So the government is going to have to decide for itself what it wants to do. As I've said before, we're committed to trying to help navigate, and we can help influence and push on the edges of all this. And we can provide hope and money and backing, because the Gulf will come along with us, right? It's not just America rooting for you. It's the entire world, and it's your neighbors. But the neighbors are saying, look, we want to help you, we want to see prosperity, we want to see your generation take control, but you have to have stability first. If there's no stability, nobody's going to come. This is the message that I keep begging everybody for, is if you get stability, you have the best people all over the world building everybody else's government.
Stability means disarmament of Hezbollah?
Well, you already have a law that says there should be no other militias, including Hezbollah, that you have one state government and laugh is the military for the government. That's what your law says. It's up to you to decide how to enforce it. I'm just telling you, from the outside world, you have a controversy. So you have bombing going on every day. How do you stop the bombing?
How?
That's what I'm asking. I'm
With
saying.
political decision from the government?
Yes.
Which stop
Yes,
the bombing?
of course. There's no other place to stop the bombing except for dialogue at the political level, which then carries over to the military level.
And with dates also for precise dates?
Well, precise dates have never worked, right? You've had 3 agreements, all with categories of dates that haven't worked. So rather than dates, I look at it when people say disarm. To me, the important thing is not disarming, it's the people who have an intent that have the arms. So if you don't have them on side, it doesn't matter that they give you those weapons, there'll be other weapons. So we're trying to solve those, and everybody has to be a little bit patient. And if we can be patient without devastation, so that the dialogue can go on without loss of life or casualties, that's the goal at the moment.
If I may, you have been quoted as saying that if I go to the Israelis to relay a Lebanese request of a cessation of the hostilities, their answer is going to be definitely no, and why would we do that? First, is this accurate? Second, what do you think the Israeli reaction would be?
Your first question, no, is not accurate. As you know, there was an agreement that included the Israelis, this trilateral agreement, in which there was already a cessation of hostilities agreement. That this administration meaning President Trump's administration, had nothing to do with. This was negotiated in a previous political environment with a whole set of understandings. So that cessation of hostilities agreement already exists, but obviously people are interpreting it different because it's not working. So our point of view was to come in and say, okay, why isn't it working? What's this confusion? The Israelis obviously have a different point of view. So what we're trying to do is to be the honest intermediary and say, okay, it's not working. They have a point of view. You have a point of view. Let us give you our opinion as to where it is and how we fix it. But that's a process. And I know you're frustrated with my answers because what you want is to say, we're going to come in, America's going to fix it, President Trump is going to helicopter in and make America and Lebanon greater. He wants to do that. It takes time. And I think everybody's working at it. We don't have a definitive solution today. We're just trying to bring down the temperature.
Actually, the youth are looking for certainty, if I may. We need an answer whether things are going to go well or things are going to go
yes.
worse.
But look, you have a political process. The big advantage is you actually have a political process. It's not me, right? I mean, I'm so proud to be Lebanese, but it's not me in the political regime. So you have lots of options with your politicians. And that's where the pressure needs to be. Either they're doing the job or they're not doing the job. And we can coax, we can influence, we can be on the side. And believe me, I'm the biggest cheerleader. And I also have the most hope, even in the midst of everything that's going on in the region. You're the most resourceful, the most adaptable. You go around the world, you never see a Lebanese refugee. I have this conversation with my Western friends. Why is that? Because if you get fed up, you say, I'm out of here, I'm going to Senegal, I'm going to start a peanut farm. Within 6 months, you'll own the peanut farm, and then you'll be the biggest exporter of peanuts. I mean, this is how it goes. So I'm hopeful, and I'm running to the airport, so I'm not running.
It's not negative, because we have that.
No, I'm not.